Hello, welcome back to my training room. This is Survival Saturday with Johnny Tiger. The date is July 11, 2020. Today I want to talk about the basics, the beginner of striking with your knees. When it comes to various weapons a human body possesses, the first, the most lethal, the most useful is, of course, your brain, the thing that sits between your ears. Always use your brain before anything else. But if we're talking about weapons other than your brain, then the most useful is your elbow. And probably next to that is your knees. Flexibility is a big thing if you want to master good knee strike technique, and balance and good cardio. Quite often, when I listen to non-combatants talk about their opinion, when they watch people fight, when they watch self-defense videos, when they watch tournament videos, they make comments like, just use your knees, just use your elbows, your knees. It will be easy. Really? Let's say it's a non-moving target, like Bruce here, and I grab him and I start kneeing him. Okay? And we keep that up. I can guarantee that unless you are already a trained fighter, within 20-30 seconds, you run out of breath. And under 1 minute, you feel like you're losing power. You're just going through the motion. You're using the person as support. You're getting worn out. At this point, your knee don't have any strength, any power at all. It is not as easy as it seems. In fact, knee strikes is one of those things that almost every student that come to learn martial arts or self-defense complain about when they have to do it the first few times. When they first have to be put through drills, the high knees, the roundhouse knees, and the flying knees. A lot of times I hear students say, holy crap, I had no idea that knee striking is so tiring. It is. Because we're not just moving our knees to be able to deliver a solid knee strike. You need to put the rest of your body to use. When you do a jumping knee or a flying knee, you are actually doing a very high jump, and you want to focus that your knee going to the target. It doesn't really do any good if you're just jumping at your target, not hitting them. When you throw a roundhouse knee, you gotta twist the whole body around to get that torque, to get that power in there. When you throw a regular knee strike, you need to pull the person down while your knee is coming up. Because if you just stand here and lift your knee, it doesn't really do that much unless you just happen to get the person in the groin. And here's the thing. A lot of people in self-defense like to talk about groin shots, knee to the groin. Most of the bad guys out there know about that already. So if your only uh, card in your sleeve when you get into a fight on the street is to get close enough to get that knee in the groin. Probably the big likelihood is you are going to fail. You're going to get hurt. Because a lot of people, especially those that are bad people that get into fight a lot, they are so used to looking for that. As soon as you get them close enough and you think you want to bring that knee to the groin, they turn their hip so your knee hits them on the leg. And now you don't know what to do. And they are angry because you just tried to leave them in the clutch. The one thing to realize when it comes to knee strike is it's not a very good opening move. Similar with elbow. These moves are meant for short, close distance, which means you got to get close first. So if I get into a fight and I rush in to grab the person and do this to him, pull him toward me, most likely this person already knows what's coming next. So I don't want this. I don't want to start with a knee strike because the likelihood of that succeeding is so low that it's not worth it. Take a lot of energy to set up, take a lot of energy to do it, and if the success rate is too low, it's not worth it. Instead, what I want to do is lead up into it. Okay? I lead with mid-range attacks that allow me to move in. 1, 2, move in, grab, knee. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, elbow, knee. As I throw my 1, 2, I'm shuffling in and looking for that grab or looking for that chance to get my elbow in there. And then I do the knee. Quite often, what I'll do as well, I'm letting out a little bit of a personal fighting secret here. A lot of time, I'll pretend that I'm going in for grapple. I'll do 1, 2, a shuffling, I grab their arm. They think I'm going to throw them. They do their other thing, try to counter throw or sweep me. That's when I bring the knee in. That's when I bring the knee in. So that knee is your weapon that you employ at the right moment, and it will be very, very effective. Now let's look at the basics. When you throw a knee strike, as I mentioned a little bit already, you don't want to just move your leg. We want to extend our leg back and then bring it forward. Extend back, forward, like you're taking a big step back or back lunge. When your knee come up, make sure your foot is relaxed, your ankles not flexed, your toe should be pointing down at the ground when your knee come up. That will streamline your knee strike. Next thing, make sure your upper body is working with your knee strike. So if I just stand here and then I bring my knee back, yeah, and knee, what just happened? I hit my target, but most of my force going wrong direction. I bring my foot back and I bring my up. Okay? I just wasted a lot of energy not accomplishing anything because my knee traveling upward, but the person body is in the other going the other direction. They're standing upright. So all I was doing is my knee come up and graze over their front of their torso. Okay? So to make this really effective and not wasting an awful lot of energy, I want to get my upper body in it. So I want to grab them. Okay? Let's talk about the grab. There's two types of grabbing that I personally teach. There's probably more out there that I don't know about. Uh, if you know some other way, leave it in the comments, share with everybody. But way number one is the clinch, like in boxing and kickboxing. I come up, I lace my hand behind the person's neck, keep my own head tucked in. Why am I keeping my own head tucked in? Because if I keep my head up, they're going to headbutt me right in the face. I don't want that. Okay? So when I clinch them around the neck, I'm going to drop my weight, drop my elbow, drop my chin. This way, allow their body to lean forward into mine. And that's when I bring that knee up. 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 Right into the belly and chest. Now, that is what people generally do in competition. In self-defense, in Krav Maga, we do a different kind of grab. Rather than going for the head and neck, we grab around the back, the tricep of the arm, and then we grab behind the shoulder on the same side. So let's say I'm going to do a knee strike on Bruce. I'm going to grab my right hand around the back of Bruce's left tricep. My left hand shoot across, go over his left shoulder, so we are on the same side. I grab the back of his shirt, my elbow, my forearm anchoring into the side of his neck, and then I pull him forward, pull him forward, pull him forward, and I can let go and step back anytime. So why the difference? Because in a self-defense situation, if I grab them behind the neck and pull them forward, like I already said, there's a headbutt to the face, they may try to bite my face off. I don't want that. And also, that leaves both of their arms free. When I'm kneeing them, they may pull out a knife in their pocket, and when I'm in this position and they stab forward, I don't have any way to get out of it because my arms are behind his neck. So that's bad. I don't want that. The Krav Maga grab has the advantage that I not only control his head, he can't headbutt me when I have my arm anchored on the side like this. I also control one arm, so through this posture, he can still grab for a knife with his other arm, but most likely I would feel him doing something and I can circle behind him when he pulls out that knife. It gives me a lot more uh, uh, way to maneuver and way to control him. If he's trying to come forward and rush me down to the ground, I can drop my elbow into his neck and force him back. And from this position, I can transition into breaking the arm or something else. So how do you defend against knee strike? We've been talking about the basics of how to do it. But how do you defend against it? Well, let me grab this foam roller. Let's say this foam roller here is a person's leg. When the person grabs me and the knee is coming out, eh, I don't want to put my arm in the way horizontally because most likely my arm is not as strong as his leg. So, and he just dropped his leg. Hold on, let me put this back on. So I do not want to block down horizontal like this, having my arm meet his knee. That's a bad idea because I can maybe do it a few times if I'm really strong, but after, if he tries to knee me 3 or 4 times, my arm's going to go numb. I'm going to lose this contest, okay? I don't want to reach down and grab his leg either, because again, my hand will be weaker than his knee. His knee come up, I reach down with my hand, and my hand get broken. What I want to do is shoot my arm down diagonally. So if he's going to knee me with his left leg, I want to shoot my arm down toward his right leg. So his knee going to travel up the outside of my arm and miss my body altogether. Miss my body altogether. Okay? I can keep that up all day. It doesn't tire me out at all. I can just keep my arm there. Now, if his knee is coming from the side, like a roundhouse knee, that's even easier. All I do is stick my elbow out, put my elbow in the way. His knee hits my elbow, he hurt himself. Nothing happened to me. Someone doing a flying knee, you want to catch them when they're airborne. They're jumping towards you, just shove your hand towards them. Okay? And step back. That flying knee doesn't really have that much range. So as long as you time it right, they jump towards you, you shove them in the chest, they fall down, you step back. These are just some of the ways to defend against knee strikes. Of course, if you happen to find yourself in the fight with a Muay Thai champion, a kickboxing champion, these things may not work as well depending on your own skill level. So try not to get into any fight with a kickboxing champion and then get yourself hurt and then come and say Johnny Tiger taught me the wrong thing. No, I didn't teach you the wrong thing, but you got to take everything into context. If you take what I just showed you and go use against a generic regular Joe on the street who trying to do a knee strike on you, as long as you pay attention, you're going to be fine. But yeah, kickboxing champion, completely different story. So that's it for the most fundamental of knee strikes. A quick recap: extend your leg back and bring your knee up. Extend back and up. Don't just do it from regular stand. Always do that back lunge before you bring that knee forward. Point number two, grab the person's torso, pull them towards you before you bring that knee up. If they're just standing there and you try to do a knee strike, you're not going to do anything to them. Well, other than making them a bit angry. Number three, make sure your feet are relaxed, the toes pointing at the ground when you deliver that knee strike. Number four, I know I didn't say this, but there's a kind of a given, but I thought I should mention it anyway. Breathe. Remember to breathe. When you're doing a knee strike, you'll get tired really quickly. So don't hold your breath. Always breathe whenever you deliver that knee strike. Okay? Next self-defense episode, I'll actually walk you guys through different types of knee strikes. But for now, thank you for checking out today's Survival Saturday. We'll be back again tomorrow for Soul Search Sunday. Have a good night and stay safe.